There, chat, there has been an awakening. Have you felt it? And, what is up, sir? Chat, you know what we need? We need... Can't believe him. I need lyrics! Trying to catch me riding TV. So, I'm gonna have to start talking to her like this, because I'm a spectator. Right. And then I'm just gonna have to randomly crash and say terrible, obvious things, because I'm a professional trader. We haven't heard much of that meme in a while. Great quote. Oh crap. That was like a jump spike. Wow, Silver. Wow. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Could use that.
I call for an ingredient, you throw it. Got it? Follow your nose to find the Orion Gulper. It tastes better than it smells.
Chicken stock.
Better.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him!
Are you though?
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Okay. Also... Jeez, that scared me. Oh, and I just scared my mom whenever she walked in.
Maybe closer than ever before.
I'm gonna try and run Dark Souls 3. Just really quick. And see if it tries to do the same thing with the infinite loading. So I have it on my Dark Souls 3 scene right there. That's why the webcam is messed up. Which I don't know why that's happening. You know, back whenever I had to get an eye exam, they would sit here and pry my eye open. True story, by the way. Pry my eye open, stick this thing up into my eye, or right up to my eye, and then have a light, a little red laser light, shine right in my eye, probably made me more blind than I am already, and then just shoot some dynamo air in my eye on the eye exam, sit here and be like, look over here, look over there, oh, look up that, that's great. No! You got shot in the eye with the air after getting blinded by the laser pointer that shouldn't have been getting pointed at eye. Okay, got it. I'm not the funny one. Computer's the funny one. Got it. Thank you.
I'm a firin' ma laser.
Nothing. You use this to...
Scrub.
was to do that. Was to get good. Um, because I'm stunted, I'm restricted, and I know it. And I need to get good. I need to push. What is up, my peoples? Tell me about your lives. Tell me about your triumphs and your struggles. Tell me some good things, Jet. What is up? We are back with what's probably going to be a fairly short stream today. Because morning streams can't really have them too long. But, yeah. So, we are here for 2 reasons. At least in the morning, we're here for 2 reasons. For one, Cohen redeemed the stream in the morning, or do a morning stream thing from the idle game. And I know he was doing it as just a test, but he spent his tokens, so I'm gonna honor it. And for another, I have my local friends coming by today, so I wouldn't be able to stream in the afternoon anyway. So, what is it with the bots today? This is the second one today. We just started the stream. Okay, that one should be banned. Yes. Okay. It's 2 bots already. So, as far as what we're doing, there's not that much left for the initial idea of the idle game, like, not much at all. And so I figured once I get done some of the quality of life things that I wanted to do, I could start potentially working on some new features. So, quality of life wise, I need an easier way to put the idle game on the screen. Which really, that's probably more of a Stream Deck thing than anything. So I suppose I can just do something real quick on the Stream Deck. This shouldn't take but a moment. Let's see. idle game. Okay, so we need the reactions overlay or something. Yes, so that we need to toggle the idle game, which should go. And there we go. Well, that's fixed. Okay. That's one thing. But that's not the main thing, but just one of the little minor things I've been thinking about. Now. Do this. Alright, now. One of the other things that I wanted to do is, in order to have people starting to ask questions about the idle game, what I want to do is whenever someone sends a message, what it's gonna do is, like, on the on-screen chat, have it to where the message name, like the person that messaged, their name right beside it, it'll have like a plus X number of cheese in parentheses. And so people will be like, why does my name say plus X number of cheese for every message? And then I can explain what the idle game is. So, I suppose we need to first add in some variables to even make that a thing. So, let's add in, let's see, let's just say clicks to add. Clicks to add equals, we're gonna say follows this, actually. Let's just grab everything here. Boom. Boom. And then we have clicks to add. Boom. Hmm. Wait. I've messed something up. That's what I messed up. I grabbed the if statement as well. Okay. Now that's right. Now we can say plus clicks to add. Boom. There. Now. That should be that. Now, on the on the emitting of the chat message, I can put an additional thing Let's see. Clicks. And then clicks to add. And comma. There we go. So that way, we'll have that sending over to the on-screen chat. Okay. Because it doesn't really matter to me too much if I see it on my multi-stream dashboard. But I do want it to show up on the on-screen chat. So now we need to do the same thing on the YouTube chat. Okay. Then here, do this. Here we are. So on a chat message, check. So we'll do the same thing. We'll add in a const for clicks to add. That is going to equal everything that's in the parentheses. So here. And right there. Clicks to add. There we are. And then we can add that here. Chat message, chat message. That's true, because we didn't have badges on this yet. I could just add it here. Of course, that's not exactly consistent with what I did on the Twitch one, so I'm gonna get confused later. Well, then the chat message type isn't. Yeah, I'd have to mess with the types and everything. So, what I'll do is I'll put this into its own object. Enter. Doop, doop, doop. Clicks. Clicks to add. Comma. There we are. Now, that should be that for both of them. Now we need to mess with the on-screen chat, which should be right here. Now, let's see. Username. Here we go. And right here, I'm gonna put in space parentheses This. This. Bro, give me the... Okay. Data, yes, it's data.clicks. Jeez. I'm gonna say plus that much data clicks. Jeez. And that should work for just the on-screen chat. Should being the operative word. Georgie. Top of the morning, sir. Which actually I know it's not morning for you, so good day, sir. How's it going? Now, would be morning if you overslept again? Trying to fix your Wi-Fi? What's wrong with it? Hopefully you're not using too much data to be in the stream. Maybe lower the quality of the stream so you don't use too much data. Constant random disconnections. Indeed. Oh, wait. I need to add this in on the idle game side of this as well. Now, are you sure that it's your router and not just like your ISP being trashy? Here we are. Then put this here. It's Robin Hood. How's it going? Bandwidth set to automatic on your adapter. Don't know. Turn off power saving settings for the Wi-Fi adapter, thinking that would fix it. Get to a point, then it just cut off again earlier. Have you called the ISP just to see if they're having trouble or not? Of course, the ISP is always going to be like, yeah, it's on your end. Oh, you have Starlink? I don't know if they have a number. Considering that it's a Elon Musk company, I can imagine that if they did, they would be getting bombarded. Or do you just go on Twitter and share his ad? I mean, people are probably going to do that anyway. Whether they have a number or not. Yeah. That should actually be what I needed for that section of the bot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart the bot super quick. And hope I don't miss much in the way of chat. So don't be alarmed at the command that I'm putting in. I am not ending the stream. I just need this to restart the bot. Okay. And then I'll also, before I do this, this was stuck on bonus mode. Boop. Reset that. And now, restart the bot. There we go. And then also restart the YouTube chat, which yeah, that should take exactly 1 minute to return. Now is what I need to do. I need to restart the on-screen chat. It should be this. Okay. Now, OBS, come on, work with me. Right click. Yep. So now, if you look at the on-screen chat, whenever you type a message, you will see how much cheese you're actually adding to the idle game per message. So, it'll say your name and then parentheses plus however much cheese. I suppose the next question would be, should I change the color on where it says the plus, X number of cheese? Should I change that to be yellow? Is the question. Or would that be like too much in the way of colors going on? Yes, it counts all of the emote character clicks. Yes, as clicks as well. Yes. So that one emote counts as 15 clicks. Because it doesn't read it as an emote, it reads it as text. There's not really much that I can do about that. And then this, it's kind of cheesy. Okay, I guess for this, I shouldn't add in the plus number of cheese, because it doesn't Yeah, it doesn't have the cheese data attached to it beyond whenever it's initially sent. So like if you send another message right now, it'll show up at the bottom, but all the others will show up as undefined. Right, so there, at the bottom there, it shows up as as plus 10 cheese. But the rest show up as undefined. So, here's what we can do to work with that. Cancel. Okay, here's what we can do to work with that. We can go here and add in a conditional that says, okay, if the data.clicks exists, then we can throw in this. Otherwise, we just put in an empty string, which should, operative word being should, fix the undefined thing. Right click. So let me put this back on, and then I will turn on the... There we go, okay. So I got rid of the plus undefined cheese. And now, for new messages that come in at the bottom, it shows the plus however much cheese. So, if I turn it off, and then turn it on again, okay, it gets rid of the cheese that you had already done, which is what I expected. And then if you do another message, it should at the bottom show the plus however much cheese. And there you go again. So that works. What I'll have to do is figure out a way to turn off the on-screen chat, like the one that disappears on the left whenever the idle game is on. Either that, or I could put the on-screen, like the idle game layer above everything else, which would probably make more sense. So, bring this, let's put this like at the top. So, now, if you type another message again, it should have the idle game chat prioritized. Like you'll still see. Yeah, so it still shows up underneath, but it's not like getting in the way. So that works. And thank you for testing it out for me, Georgie. Okay. So, I can turn this off for now. Cancel. Alright, now, that's that. Let me check my notes of things that I'd written down for things to do. Let's see. Okay. Some things that I have written down to do. I could build a system that does like one-time bonuses of like, say, 1,000 cheese. If a message contains a randomly selected word from a list. The idea there is that I ideally want it to have different lists of words based upon what I'm playing. So, for example, if we are playing, say, Star Citizen, have the list of random words be, say, all of the names of the different ships. Or all the names of the different planets. You get the idea. And then, if we're playing, say, Final Fantasy, like any of them, it would be various character names, or like Chocobo, Tonberry, so on and so forth. So, that's not going to be easy. I mean, that's not going to be hard to build, like, at all. The trick is going to be getting the list of things for each game and just not having to type it all manually, because that sounds like a pain in the butt. Which, to be fair, generating that list would probably be ideal for an AI. If you think about it. So, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we first need to have the list of words per game. So ideally, I want to load this in as a JSON file. Also, chat, I will be right back super quick. I need to take care of some medical stuff super quick. I don't have a helper this morning, so I have to do stuff when I have somebody in the room. So, Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. I'll run a few minutes of ads, and I'll take care of this stuff. So, be right back. No! That's what I get for trying to read the sign. An impression of Jane. Assault. The weekend. I'm suspecting someone's gonna slap me for that. Freaking looks like Infine Quantum on some asteroids. Over there. Oh no! Okay, that death was actually kind of worth it. You did see that, right? I just like ragdoll flipped. That was great. Do that thing. Go. Please miss. You didn't miss. You so didn't miss. We do have softs, right? I seem to remember buying softs. There we go. Okay. That was... Okay, spreadsheets build characters. Ha ha! Ha! What you see there? Wait. What you did there? I see it. Filling all 3 lines is a 20% cooldown reduction on 1 of 4 skills. Wait, I was using all the wrong skills, and the healer died, so... Okay. Rip.
Get good, scrub.
Thank you, computer. Your input is always valuable.
Come on.
Here they come. I'm gonna go in the bathroom. Get in here.
There's a guy behind. Right side.
Ah. Nope.
Pretty sure you damaged me pretty hard.
Yeah, that was my fault. You walked in front of my bullets.
You knew I was there.
Peace. So since all vehicles spawn facing east, leave it right there. You know what? Never mind. Why is it putting me in the passenger seat? Drive.
Do the
Also,
thing, Big
Chad,
Ross.
Y'all can do the same thing my computer is doing. If you want to take clips like that, just type in exclamation point clip in the chat. You know, and then just like come it over and just, and then, you know, we had to put soap on my hands, and so that was just, you know, a rather slimy, just like kind of sound. Jedi return. Slippery as ever. Where is that an end? And we should start doing the things. So, let's get back over here, close the browser so I can stop being distracted. Okay. Now. Okay, good, the music is still going. I thought that I saw it stopped a minute ago. So.
No.
Apparently, no. What we're gonna do first. We're gonna build the list of words. Let's see, I should probably put that in my utilities folder. Right click. Okay, so put this as a new file. We'll call it oh wait, should we just put this in the idle game state? I mean, it would make sense to have it in the idle game state. Then again, I can't type it in the idle game state right now. Because as soon as somebody chats, it's going to wipe everything that I did out. Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'll start it off here. And then move it over to the idle game state. Let's see. Idle game state. Let's see. Words. Boop. 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 And let's say that, because we need this to be the same as the names you see in the category files. So in this case, let's just put one for Star Citizen. Okay. Oh. And we could have one for software and game development. And I have to type it exactly as it shows in the JSON file, otherwise this will not work. Okay. Then, see, ideally, I would want like generic lists for things like whenever a game or category doesn't match. That way I could have like generic, so like having a franchise sized list. So like Dark Souls, it would cover Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Or Elden Ring, it would cover Elden Ring and Elden Ring Night Rain. Or Final Fantasy, it would cover literally all of them. So, let me think. Or the Elder Scrolls, as I see I have some here. Speaking of software, I see what they did with the fruit fly brain? No? Should I be aware of this? What did they do to a fruit fly brain? Should I feel bad for the fruit fly? Let's have one that's just called generic. They copied it into software. It was controlling a 3D model version of itself. Walking around and grooming itself. Now, did they copy it? Or did they map it? Because those are two different things. So like, if they copied it, then that copy would work independently from the fruit fly. But if they mapped it, whatever the fruit fly is doing in that moment would then be mirrored on the model. I suppose that's the real question. Doing it with human brain cells too. Whatever this did in the petri dish was able to play Doom. Nani? Did they just like copy a dude's brain that had played Doom before? And like they knew that those experiences were in there. This isn't just uncanny valley, this is concerning levels of Matrix. Okay. This should suffice, at least for now. So, I'm curious if the AI is gonna recognize what I'm doing as I'm typing. Let's start with software and game dev. Okay. It might be picking up what I'm putting down. It started to for a second. I'm actually just curious at this point what it's gonna do. Even the AI doesn't want to write down Java. Indeed. How's it going, Cohen? Good to see you in stream today. What is up? I'm doing good, dude. Doing that. This is the morning stream that you redeemed last week. So, thank you for redeeming that. Hope I was able to get it in a time that you were decently available. Wait, are there languages titled O and R? I was thinking about O camel. I'm just trying to think of random things I can put in here. Um, this should do. At least as a test bed. Okay. So they mapped the fly's brain in 2024. Then they copied its neuron. Copied it neuron by neuron. To the point that it was controlling itself digitally. Then saith, hotteth. Okay. That should be enough for now. At least to do what we're trying to do. So, here's what I want. What I want to do is, whenever we get the category information from Twitch, here it is. Whenever we get the category information from Twitch, I want to have the list of words selected come from whatever category that we're in. So I need one more thing. So let's see. Let's say let idle game word list selection equals, and let's start off with generic. There we go. So let me think. We need to get the keys of this. Okay, I think I have the idea set. Now where's my function? Here we are. Now. We're only gonna need this temporarily. So we're gonna say const idle game category. Wait. Idle game. Words. Options. Equals. The idle game state. Oh wait. I need the object keys. Object keys idle game state wait, did I put this in the wrong place? It should be in the idle game state of words. Idle game state, words. Yes. Now, we're going to go through all of them. We're going to say if the let's see. I'm gonna give word options. At high includes the current category. Yes. Then the current category. No, we're not changing the current category. We are changing the idle game word list selection is at yes there. And then we break. We also need this idle game category found. Yes, has to be false. First, gonna do this. You category found true. Yes. And then say if the idle game category was not found, then the idle game word list selection is gonna be generic. Okay. So that's that. Then we need to have the first word generated. So we need another variable up here. Idle game. Current. Random. Word. Yes. Okay, that's gonna start off as an empty string. Then, Dorothy, sorry. Human brain cells. They grew 800,000 of them. Then used Python to teach them to play Doom within a week. You realize this could lead to, like, an actual android. Like, the data could really exist. Y'all realize that, right? They were testing, quote, biological chips against silicon-based chips. The biological ones are far better. They learn a lot quicker. So the question becomes, where do they get the material needed for these biological chips? Okay, let's see. Idle game. Current random word. Let's just see. Idle game state words at the idle game word list selection. Yes. at a math floor random idle game. State that the idle game words the selection length. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna copy this, because I'm gonna need this exact line. Go ahead, do I do some Java user? In college, Java was actually the primary language that they were teaching. I was trained as a back-end developer. But then after I graduated college, I had to teach myself full stack. But yeah, I was trained in college in back-end, primarily using Java. We hardly used anything else. Now, do I remember much in the way of Java now? No. I haven't used Java since college. But as far as the variable names being long, that's just simple fact of like, I like to know what exactly they are, so I make them descriptive. Okay. So now, this should be fairly simple. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say if the message includes the idle game current random word, yes. Then, here's what we're gonna do. First, I'm gonna slap this here, because I don't want to forget it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna say the idle game state clicks current clicks equals the idle game state current clicks plus 1,000. Let's just give it a nice clean 1,000. Okay. Then we could say something like so and so has discovered the random word and earned 1,000 cheese. So let's grab this. Okay. And grab this. But yeah, Cohen, I'm not sure if I asked before. What language or languages do you primarily work in? Okay. Has go see our JavaScript mainly. Okay, so I guess you're primarily working in lower level stuff, it sounds like. Unless you're doing, web dev. Okay. So-and-so has discovered the random idle game word and earned 1,000 cheese. Okay. And then I can do the same thing here. Alright. Random idle game word. Should we say what the word was? A lot of web stuff? Indeed. We should probably say what the word was. So before I select a random word again, what I'll do is do this. Then boop, boop, boop. Random idle game word of boop. Random idle game word. Idle game current random word. And earned without yes. Of boop. Boop. Okay. That's done on the Twitch side. So now we need to do the same thing on the YouTube side. Tracks bad, indeed. Quite a periodic table of marble t-shirt. How you doing, Tracks man? X-Men 1992 cartoon series. I have never actually watched those. I hear that they were quite good. Current item. Snippet. Text message details. Text message details. Dot message text includes. I thought that the X-Men was in 93. Or am I crazy? Current random word? Yes. Let's see if the AI understands what I'm doing. we need this on the YouTube side. Anyway. Then I have what a cartoon that was all over TV in the 90s. Yeah. Maybe it just happened at a time that I couldn't watch. I don't know. Auto game stage. Current clicks. I know I can do the plus, that, whatever. I just don't trust it anymore. Doesn't act the same every time. I did watch the heck out of the Batman animated series. I didn't catch the Spider-Man or X-Men animated series, is that? What do we get? Current item author details, display names, split at the act, and then join it back as discover the random title game word as blank earns 1,000 cheese. Yep. Let's see. On YouTube. Let's discover that. Spider-Man 2000 on PS1. Still the best Spider-Man game. Maybe I got to play that one. I know I played a few Spider-Man games, but I thought it was more on the PS2 that I had to play those. Okay, now to select the random word. Again. Final game, create random word. Okay. I could just copy it from here. Probably be easier. Okay. Indeed, praise the Lord, Swordsman. What's got you praising the Lord today, sir? Anything specific? Now, here we go. I should also have the console log tell me what the current random word is. Get a good cuppa? Nice. What kind of tea is the question? Okay. Now, I need to come up here, do the same thing. Get a random word. Yeah. Right here. There. Now. Suppose the next thing we need to do is restart the bot again. And put the words into the idle game state. Pull my head over. So that we can do this. Check. Chat, my hair is getting ripped out by my headrest. You don't love to see it. Okay. Just cut my hair and get it over with. I'm not ending the stream, chat. Don't panic. I just need to have this command to stop some stuff from the bot so I can restart it. Okay, so I can also do this. Just to keep things a bit simpler. Push down on. So now I can restart the bot. I need to restart the YouTube chat. Go YouTube, it's gonna take 1 minute to reconnect. In the meantime, I have the hiccups. Then I can also get the category info. Okay. So, it did grab the correct category for the words list. And it also grabbed a word from that list So,
No.
yes, actually. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the idle game, or at least the visuals for the idle game. And I will just tell y'all that the current word that was selected is rust. With a capital R. So ideally, yes, okay. So it works if it's just a singular word. Okay. So that helps. Now I'm gonna do the next message because I want to see if it also does it within just a list of words as a whole. Primarily use, and it has to be case sensitive, so that kind of makes it a bit more interesting. Okay, so now it should. Ha! I got the 5x and the idle game word at the same time. I didn't plan that. So, but hacker mans. But now we know that it works within a sentence as well. So, and it builds up the idle game counter quite fast. Also, if you're wondering, the next word is Linux. Should I have... I wonder... Imagine using Linux. Am I right? Or am I right? Wait, what? Wait. Oh. Lol, it's doing it twice. It's saying that you're doing it and the bot's doing it. Because I'm not switching the random word until the other one is spoken. Okay. Oh, also, it grabbed the word twice. Which is a actual possibility. So, that could happen. Which is why the bot also grabbed it. And why it didn't grab it from me. So I guess the question becomes, do we want to have the possibility of words repeating back to back? Because it randomly selected the same word twice. So let's see. Now this is not a singular word. This is a small phrase. So I'll test this one. Okay, and that one didn't trigger twice because it selected a random word that wasn't for loop. So, I want to see how often it actually does the double up. So, next word is Windows. Okay. So, imagine user, okay. So it didn't select the same word twice. The next one that I'm about to throw in is variable. But that one selected function 2 more times. So it actually tripled up. So it's possible for it to just like keep on selecting the same word. Now, the chance of that happening reduces for every word that I add to the list of available words. So the question becomes, do we want to leave in the possibility of double, triple, quadrupling up as like a mechanic of the bonus? Or do we want to have it to where, like, whenever it selects a word, it will not select the same word again the next time? Because that is a thing that I can prevent. Like, at this point, I'm just trying to see how often it's gonna happen. I'm also giving us a whole lot of cheese. I'm also spamming the chat. Yeah, it doesn't look like it happens all that often. Yeah, I think we're okay. Just leaving it the way that it is and just adding more words to the list. Thoughts? Comments? Suggestions? Also, we got a whole lot of cheese in a very short amount of time. And we're still operating under that 5x. Super cheesing it. Alright. Just for poops and giggles. The next word is JavaScript. Capital J, capital S. One word. If you care. Capital J, capital S. There you go. So, I think that's part of the interesting nature of it, is that it has to be case sensitive. Right click. Also, I'm quite enjoying the plus however much cheese showing up on the screen. Should I, like I said, should I change that to where it's yellow? I can probably do it on just the idle game. Not so much on the on-screen chat, but like only whenever the idle game is showing. I can do it that way. To kind of highlight what we're doing. Thoughts, comments, suggestions? Cancel. I'm gonna just do it. Let's see. This will now need to be a span. Okay. And then this will need to be a span. Okay. And then style. Style. Color. Why green? Why would you autocomplete to green? That's disgusting. Green is not a creative color. Yellow. I wonder if there's a cheese color. No. Yellow. Alright. Now, let's see. This guy here already denying bot spam. I'll get paid enough for this. Hail, son of Jedi. What does that say? You can see on the on-screen chat, you're now showing the cheese you're collecting. Okay. Also, the next word is rust. Capital R. Right click. Okay. Well, that's a nice touch. Should I have a cheese command? Yeah, what do we think? Having the yellow for the cheese count. Thoughts? I think it's a nice little touch. Just throwing out commands. I mean, I could. It's not too cheesy. I could throw in a cheese command, which would then tell the chat how much cheese you got currently. Now, should I have the plus however much cheese also show up in yellow on the regular on-screen chat? Because right now, if you say something in the chat, it's all in white. So, right here, if you look at the on-screen chat, it's white. Should I also have it in yellow here? Or do you think that that would be too distracting? Thank you for that one person that followed. I think it's a bot that followed last stream. Test it out. Check. Cancel. The on-screen chat right here. Span. Boop. Span. Boop. And the style color, yellow, because it seems like the AI is very quickly figuring me out. Okay. Turn off the chat overlay for a second. Turn it back on. Right click. Alright, if y'all would be so kind as to say anything you like in chat. If you're wondering, the next random word is... It's not a word, it's a phrase. While loop. All lowercase. If you want to try that out. Or I can just do it. You missed that one? Okay, so how do we feel about the plus 18 cheese being in yellow? The music's too loud? Really? So look, I mean, the audio is showing that it's barely even on. Okay. Oh, your music? What did I say? Okay, how do we feel about the yellow cheese count? On the overlay. Over there on the left. Thoughts? Is that too distracting? Turn it off! It's not bad. Should I change it back to white? Part of my goal here is to have it... It's better being a different color. I agree. Because part of what I'm trying to do here is have people be like, yo, Silver, what's the plus whatever cheese thing by my name? At which point I can be like, explaining the idle game. Leave it on yellow, easier to read, and it's yellow, like cheese. Precisely. Okay. Yellow it shall remain. Cancel. So, I suppose Dedison did kind of accidentally bring up a good idea with the cheese command. I could throw that in lickety split. Let's see. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this. Yep, it's you, Jackman. Okay. Right. Let's see if... Command word. Command word equals cheese. Okay. Command response. The idle game currently has this amount of cheese. Should I also do one for like available upgrades? And just show the stuff that's that you can afford right now. Actually, chat, I think I'm gonna be right back. One more time. I need to finish my tea, and I need to take care of some medical stuff. So instead of just having me watch me drink tea, I will do the clips and such. So give me 10-ish minutes to do all that, and I shall return shortly. I'll play some ads as well. So, Jesus loves you. I love you. You repent and believe in the gospel. I'll be right back. Look out, someone's coming. Hide today. Okay, so we can't just... Anything to report. Still have a waging man. Alright, continue your patrol. This wedgie. Disguise isn't doing it. Too many clothes. You know. And then they're like, wah.
Of greatness, unlike some of us who clearly live above 5 feet 5 inches. I mean, have you seen them play games? They've got the energy of a hyper-caffeinated squirrel on a sugar high. So, maybe cut the little giants some slack.
So Sassafras, you realize that the average height of a man is like 5'9". At the same time on my iPad. And these daggone kids make tablets. Back in my day, the only tablets we had was stone tablets. You got one thing on the tablet. I want to sit here and talk about apps. You put one thing on the tablet, and that was it. Alexa, stop.
What would you like to play next?
Stop. Yeah, listen. It's been on the whole time. Telling me you don't hear this? These ninjas need to stop cutting apples. So, thus, open squads. Just let me know how to get you in here. That scared me. I thought somebody was shooting at me. Somebody is shooting at me. Whoa! still need a...
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all
You could have said that before I did it, instead of while I was doing it. But yeah, well, I was thinking, I have a pot, I have a pickle. Ugh, a pickle. Okay, really? You suck! Suck! I just got hit out of the air, and is that a zombie kappa? What is this Razdas you put in my chat, Bobby?
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did?
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming! You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball!
There it is.
Oh, what?
Oh no! The game decided it wanted to go back to the loading, the menu screen. I guess I'm just gonna have to start over from when that fight turned nasty. Oh dang. I don't want to have to lose all my MP just for a reckless fight. Ah. Fantastic. Fantastic. I just got it. I just got it. You know, it was fantastic. I would slow clap for you, Periton, but you know, fans. So I'll just give you a hearty good during this game. Get us on. Madeline here is making us a pie with all of the strawberries he's been. Okay? I don't have to pee.
Get good, scrub.
Computer, why don't you tell her that? Okay? Why don't you just build a time machine, tell her that I don't have to pee. Nor do I have to urinate, nor would I like to be euthanized, or whatever else you wanted to euro. I don't even know. So. There's another one. Stop it. Yeah, coochie dough. Dough. But it's definitely a sperm knot. That's what it is. Okay? Oh, how did my green screen get messed up? Hold on. What's that? Oh. Oh, so I mean, you enjoy the big face! I take it? Do you indeed find it good? Or is it, just not your brand? We've been doing a lot of new stuff with the production value, Jin, since you've been able to hang out last. This kind of reminds me to bring out the Trump voice. Because I know a thing or two about memes, alright? I know about memes, okay? Trust me, I know about memes. We make the best memes around here, okay? Just listen to me, Margaret. Just listen to me. We make the best memes. My name helps too, okay? Okay. I need to know.
Stay away from the summoner!
Hold on, I gotta get that one more time for maybe a sound command. Hold on.
Stay away from the summoner!
Hornless! Hornless! Chemical hits of being so-so without being so-so and actually end up hurting your actual social life. The kids nowadays get over here on the tic-tacs and the metas and the supernovas and the be reals. Learn how to be real. You get a job. You go to work. You get off the interwebs. We didn't have the interwebs. Biggest web we had was Charlotte's. Kids these days sitting there like, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna make a bunch of money on that tic-tac. The only tic-tacs we had was the one you stuck in your pocket. Anyway, since Jen put it in chat, if any of you are not currently hanging out with us on Discord, you very much should be. We hang out there every single do over. Just rewind, just since Jen posted it in chat, if any of you are not currently hanging out with us on Discord, I was thinking I was gonna be clever. Triple kill! I was being clever. That was almost clip-worthy.
Get good, scrub.
Computer! Why? I wasn't even saying anything. Again! I'm afraid if you're telling me to... Yeah, that is interesting. Bro sounds incoming. I knew I should have brought
Get
Hayden.
good scrub.
Shut up, computer. I knew I should have brought Hayden
Get good scrub.
and James. Tell it to have me a good time, and now paying no longer money. Can't even stay in a hotel because it's so super efficient. Harassed by the convenience soldiers and my precious hard done. This hasn't been my day. Jerks. Yeah, agreed. Okay,
Get good scrub.
I did.
Get good scrub.
I did. Let's watch this thing get cleaned up in about 15 seconds. Well, that was the last one I needed to do. Just get up and walk around for a bit. Walk it off, Silver. Walk it off.
Jin has been slain.
He's coming to us. I think friendly fire is actually
He's
on.
lagging. It has friendly fire.
Oh ho! I knocked him out with a jump.
With a
punch.
headshot, you're Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I'll let you finish him off. Yeah,
Yay! We can loot his corpse.
for his
Before we
jacket.
have some Good, his jacket, yeah.
I'm gonna
that's
take his
useful.
jacket. Well, not just that, whoa, what happened over there? That was sudden. Those storm clouds rolled in mighty quick. Y'all saw that? There was blue skies smiling at the storm.
It'll be interesting with you around, kid.
Turner! Turner! I didn't ask for this. Turner! I have to do it.
None of this was my idea, but I'll be damned if I don't call the shots myself.
You're off to a hell of a start, that's for sure.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Not to go the way we went. So let's see if Are you kidding me? Also, since the bot is spamming it on its own, it's funny you are not currently hanging out with us on Discord. You very much should be. We'd love to have you. First try. Let's see. Sleeping in bathtub stream went through. Well, we could do a sleeping in hot tubs. No, we cannot do that. I didn't say anything. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Johnny.
This makes me need to fart.
Go up and fart.
I can't, my butt's too tight. It's a fart. Oh. Bear's not good. Bear is everything but good. He just can't bear it. You see this? He's like the ultimate Olympic hill slider. He's the best around. Nothing's ever kept him down. Question is when? Sorry, that took a long jet. Life was not cooperating presently. Shit, that was several moments. That was a dozen moments. Yeah. Anyway. Chest is very much not cooperating presently. I don't have that much longer left to the stream anyway. But let's see if we can figure out any kind of extra commands. So I suppose something we could do would be an available upgrades command, so that we don't have to always, like, if you want to see the upgrades you can afford, you don't have to always go here to see it. So how would that work? Ideally, the way you would want it to go is you would first need to determine how many characters the current message is. And so long as it's not over 200 characters, you could keep adding available upgrades to the message. So you max out at 200 characters because the max YouTube message length for chat is 200. So here's what I could do. Do something like else if landlord oh yeah, I should also add to the cheese command if we have ascensions. Available upgrades. Okay. And okay. Okay. game states ascensions greater than 0, ascensions greater than 0, and turn ascension points. Yes. So I need this to not have a space. And then this to have a space to account for the period. There we go. That should do. So, here's what we can do here. And, what is up, sir? Tell me all the things. Okay. Chilling on your day off? Nice, nice. What's the occasion? Only records are available. Here's where things get a little dicey. It's a normal day off. Let's play the new PW2. PW. Almost, oh. What's the new map? I didn't know there was a new one. Okay, 4. Yeah, so we're gonna go through this. Okay. So we need a let's upgrade. Equals this a miniature village. The person who adds since launch to the game. Nice. I know you said a miniature village, but like, is it a very big map? By comparison to the others? Okay. I'm gonna stage. Available upgrades. At high. Command. For Probably not. Haven't loaded it up yet. I would be curious. So is this a paid DLC? Or is it one of the free updates? And we also need the tokens. Okay. Little game stage. Available upgrades at high. Token cost. It's free with the update that they just pushed out as well. Nice. Any, like, gameplay tweaks with the update? Sure. Other game stage. Available upgrades at high. Token costs. Map is kind of decent in size. Nothing major. So we've seen bigger in the first game then. Which I'm still not done everything in the first game. Command response. Not length. Plus upgrade length. Is greater than 200. Break. else. Here's our favorite plus upgrade. I equals the list minus 1, yeah. Otherwise, put a... There you go. Done like 20-30 minutes by yourself. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, I think that's a good one. Also, Anger, if you're wondering what I'm doing, what I'm building, we're building an idle game. We've built an idle game. And every chat message is contributing to the idle game. I'm sure you noticed every time you chat on the on-screen chat, it's been saying like plus however much cheese. So what it's doing is yes, so what it's doing is saying how much cheese you contributed to the idle game with that message. And so the contribution is a addition of the message length plus a percentage bonus modifier, which you can get a permanent one if you buy the plus 1% cheese upgrade on the right. And this is for everyone. Plus, if you hit a very specific length of message that's randomly generated, it will give 5x cheese generation to all messages for the next 10 minutes. I'm not sure if you were around for whenever I was doing it last time. So, and today we added in the ability to track specific words that get used. And those words then also give a bonus based on the game that we're playing. So if you typed a message right now that had the word rust in it with a capital R. Yes, the drop-off calculator. Yes, you were right. So if you typed a message with the word rust in it with a capital R, you would give a 1,000 cheese bonus to the game, and then a new word would be chosen. I just had to look at my console to see what the current word was. And the random word will be different based on the game that we're playing. So I just need to put in all of the different word variations. And, yeah, it's definitely that. So then as people are just naturally chatting, you have the chance of hitting all of these different things. So for example, what? It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Oh, because I restarted the bot. I restarted the bot. So, it's not gonna like me. Unless something crashed. Rust. Oh, no, sorry. I selected the wrong word. Of course it doesn't like me. The word is Python. And so whenever the word is triggered, it will randomly grab another one from a list that I've generated already. So, like now, the current word is Linux with a capital L, and it is case sensitive. So if you typed a message that has the word Linux in it anywhere, it'll work. So,
No.
it's been doing that a lot lately, too, or today. Just me going, so. It doesn't like it. So. Of course, it's gonna make a liar out of me. Okay. With that in mind, man, not sure what else I need to do, at least for today. I did everything that I set out to do and some. So, I think I might just call it for today. I've only got like 30 minutes left of the stream anyway. No need to drag it out longer than we need to. So I think we're gonna call it. What happens if I turn on the auto game now? Oh. That's cool. It's okay. So thank y'all so much for hanging out on my early morning shenanigans. I really do appreciate it. If there is anybody in chat that you're not currently following, and you enjoyed spending time with us today, feel free to hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, or that subscribe button if you're on YouTube to get notified of future streams. We spend our time here hyping up Jesus as much and as often as we can. We build cool stuff with software, because I am indeed a software engineer. And we get up to all manner of gaming shenanigans. We'd love to have you. Lord willing, I will be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, with the continuation of our Dark Souls 1 tank run. Finally getting back around to that. And we made more progress than I anticipated on the last stream, and even though my internet killed everything an hour and a half in, so that wasn't fun. So yeah, chat, stick around for a raid. We are going to send a raid over to Casey. I don't get to raid her anymore, or Allison, because I stream in the, well, they stream in the mornings now, and I stream in the afternoons. So we're going to send a raid over to Casey. I think she's going to be doing some Doom today. Like the OG Doom. So yeah, chat. If no one has told you lately, you are loved. You are appreciated. You are highly valuable. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And Jesus loves you. He wants a relationship with you. Seek him, because he's already seeking you. Repent and believe in the gospel. And to repent means to recognize that you are a sinner against God and that you cannot save yourself. And then to change your mind and turn away from living life your own sinful way and turning to living life Jesus' way. And to believe is not so much the idea of just saying I believe something, just anybody can do that. It's the idea of submitting to Jesus as the Lord, the ruler, the master, and the boss of your life. The Bible says if you do that, that the old sinful person that you are now dies, and that a new person is born that belongs to Jesus. So if anybody ever has questions about that or would like to have a discussion, I'd be happy to talk. Feel free to catch me in Discord. Link is in the chat. Or feel free to ask your questions during stream. I'd love to have a discussion. So until we meet again, Lord willing, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, for some Dark Souls. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. Peace. All day, son. Oh. Yeah. Please do stick around for a raid.